and gentlemen, we got MC SHAN and Molly Mall in the house tonight. They just came from off tour. They want to tell you a little story about where they come from.
You love to hear the story again and again of how it all got started way back when. The monument is right in your face. Sit and listen for a while to the name of the place.
What up, world? It's your boy S.Gift, man. I'm here with a legend, you know what I'm saying? Legendary MC SHAN. It's an honor and a privilege for me to be here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tuning in to 2 Advanced TV. Told you I had something special for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for everybody who tuned in when I was doing Scrap Radio. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all keep tuning in to Scrap Radio GA. You know what I'm saying? Scrap Radio Columbus. Keep in tune with them. Shout out to C-Sam, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate everything. But like I said, I'm here with a legend, man, and like I said, it's an honor and a privilege for me to be here, you know, so just want to let the world, you know, who in the building.
MC SHAN in the building, the bridge. You love to hear the story again and again.
And it's live, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the realest shit ever, you know? This is like, it can't get no realer than this, man. If I would tell y'all where we at, but nah,
we're in my yard and I'm pulling my goddamn car apart.
And that's real, you know what I'm saying? Now, for those that do not know, you know what I'm saying, that this man here is responsible and really it's one of the forerunners for storytelling and why we do it for those who, when I say we, the spitters of the world, those who still take passion, you know what I'm saying, pride in what they do. And what I mean by storytelling, because that's what the bridge was. And other records like, you know, Jane Stop This Crazy Thing, it's about what you seeing, you know what I'm saying? It's about the sound, the smell of what's going on in this real world. So, you know, like I said, this is one of the forerunners of that. And if you ain't been paying attention, you know, just drop the new record, Balls Over Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Peep that. So
they're trying to hold me down on that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these sites, they ain't trying to show me no love on it.
Why you think that is?
Listen, because they all ride with that other nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like Ambrosia for heads.
Right.
They ain't give me no light, none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I'm going to be out here grinding it till I feel, you know, I'm going to drop video after video. Y'all are not going to be able to not see the shit that I'm shoveling. You know, it's going to become impossible for you to say, well, we just look past SHAN doing his album, you know, and it's real crazy. I ain't getting no love from none of the hip-hop blogs. And I'm looking at it like, because after I did that interview with my man Prez,
yeah,
and he asked me a question about Jay-Z album, and I said what I said. I'm like, yo, you can't tell a young man what to do with his money.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Because they young. Just like when we was young, you can't tell. Yeah, they not going to think about investing until 20 years later.
Right.
But for right now, the advice that I would give them is get your receipts.
Right.
You know, forget, your credit is good, and what got me mad about that is grown men coming to me telling me about, yo, Jay telling you to save your credit, get credit. And I'm looking at these grown men, you know what I'm saying? You a grown man. You got to listen to Jay-Z tell you to get credit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. So that kind of had me ticked. And it ain't nothing against Jay and what message that he's giving out.
Right.
It's just the people that's coming to me with it. It's like, y'all are idiots.
Yeah.
You know? And when I said about that, put money to the ear, I'd say, yo, tell them to pull their pants up.
Real
you know what I'm saying? Because there's more kids out here
doing that than
putting money to their ear. You know what I'm saying?
Like getting to the root of it. Don't just highlight that because you think that's because
for niggas with money.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the street level
kid.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
The everyday kid.
My niggas is in the hood.
Right.
So when you talk about investing, it's not like the old days where you putting shit in your mama name. You know what I'm saying?
That. Yeah,
they own that.
That shit did, man.
So the niggas I'm talking about when I say, yo, forget that they can't invest their money because the feds is coming.
Right.
When I speak, people always think I'm talking about hip-hop. Just because I'm of hip-hop don't mean everything that I'm saying is about hip-hop.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if I say something, they just going to take it to music. No, I'm talking about everyday life when when I deal with stuff.
But I think that's just the way of the fucking world and how that ended up going. You know what I'm saying? But the record being in the album, I should say, being self-explanatory with the title, like what if you can elaborate on it, like what it went into making it. You know what I'm saying?
I've been thinking about putting out an album for years now. And what happened was, it's like I'm just listening and there's no music for people like me. There's no music out there that appeals to people like me that like to hear lyrics and like to hear somebody with a storyline.
With some substance to it.
Right. And so it's a lot of mumble out there. So now, if I don't put out no music or people of my genre don't put out any music, there's a big void.
Real.
Which forces us to have to listen to mumble, mumble, mumble.
Right.
I don't want to listen to mumble, mumble, mumble. And if you look at all the things that people be always on my site talking about, yo, when you gonna come with a new album, we need some real hip-hop. So now, I done made the real hip-hop. Help me spread the word now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Don't just scream, oh, we need some real hip-hop, and oh, well, he did it, and just go ahead about, you know what I'm saying?
And see, one thing about me and the people that follow and listen, they know I shoot from the hip, you know what I'm saying, OG, and with that shit, it's just so, people say a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because the substance, like, it's been out here. And, like, that's crazy that I had to go through and I had to, like I said, it was around the corner for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know that was some happen chance shit. It's just if you digging this there, but on a massive level, it's hard to get through, like, all the, like you said, all the mumble and all the other shit. But with it being there, it's a responsibility on like, those who say they want it to go support it once it's out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I challenge. I'll be like, yeah, like, because you could put it out, but if a motherfucker don't go and get it and listen,
and tell somebody else about it, it's just going to be there. So that's why I say I'm taking and dropping videos, since we don't have to ask anybody for budgets anymore. We could take our own cameras and do videos. I'm going to do videos for just about every song on there.
That really was the next thing I wanted to go into, because, like, seeing that you don't have to, like, what keep you going, what keep you on, you know what I'm saying?
What keeps me going is a lie that's been told in hip-hop. The biggest lie ever told in hip-hop.
Right. What's that?
You know what I'm saying? That I got took out 30 years ago.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? When you got this man doing interviews saying that we never battled.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Saying it right from his mouth. We
right?
never battled.
Because I heard that y'all actually never battle other than on record.
Right. But then in another sentence say, he took me out. So a lot of the consensus, and since I haven't made records in years, when you tell a lie so long, it can become the truth if you don't.
Yeah. I was saying that earlier, fucking a lie reaches way further than the truth would. The truth go deeper, but you got to want to search for that.
Right.
You know
and so
saying? Right
now it's like, okay, y'all want to fit me in that box. Like I say, me and Chris, we are from two different. He's a square, I'm a circle. You can't fit us into each other. He does what he does, and I do what I do.
Right.
There's no comparison. We could never be. The only thing that you could say both about us is that we hip hop. Now it's not what he says that bothers me. It's what he don't say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This man don't think when he be talking all that crap about Shan is the reason why this man is alive. Back in the days, I almost took a bullet for this man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you still be talking crap. See, this is stuff that people don't know. When I be flying off the handle of my mouth,
crazy with it,
they just think I'm bugged out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
they don't know
that
him and his clan was about to get killed one day in Ohio.
Right.
Now, if I would have been a sucker, I'd have turned my back and just went on about my business. Like, oh, they ain't talking about me.
Right.
But what I did instead was, yo, the girl told me straight out, she said, I'm going to kill Scott LaRock, which means that she was going to spray everybody on that bus. She had a Uzi and 30 dudes with her.
Right.
I put them on my tour bus.
Yeah.
Let them sneak out the hotel in my tour bus. Now, they after christening.
Yeah.
So I get on his tour bus, but when Shorty see that I'm on there, and I gave them respect, like I always give folks respect. I don't think that I'm greater than you. I hang out with the low-level street people, as people would call them. You know what I'm saying? I don't hang out in the back with the superstars. I'm out in
with
the
crowd. Pumping
right.
arrogance and stuff, yeah.
So when all of this went down, it's like, yo, in all retrospect, I could have caught a bullet for this man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you want to keep perpetuating this lie to bring yourself over. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the greatest hip. I don't aspire to be the greatest hip hopper.
Right.
I aspire to be the greatest father, the greatest influence on my kids. You can have the greatest hip hopper fucking title. Take that shit.
Right.
There's no need for me to battle with you right now. You know what I'm saying? Even after the last comments, the nigga talking about, oh, you know, I'm just trying to get paid off. Nigga, you followed every motherfucking move I ever made.
Right.
Every move I ever made. I come out with Snow, the white boy reggae dude.
Course.
He go get Mad Lion. So you've been following my footsteps from day one. You know what I'm saying? And for you to talk all that crap, you know what I'm saying? That's what bothers me the most. Like, nigga, I could have took a bullet for your ass. Well, and I feel like I'm a prisoner that's in jail for 20 years, and all it takes is for the motherfucker who put me there to say, yo, he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I saw a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Well, and he says it, but people tend to ignore it, or he'll put it in a slick way to where it just slides by.
Well, I can say this, you know what I'm saying, from just straight out with that. You never know how far your influence reaches. And my nigga, you found this young man in the depths of Louisiana, dog. So, you know, and I know there's other cats out there like me. I had round table discussions, you know what I'm saying, about the influence. Not to knock, you know, Chris and what he's done in his place.
Oh, yeah, his place in hip-hop is solidified.
But nah, like, we know MC SHAN exists, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm just saying that I never had, you know, to meet a Chris, my nigga. Like, I'm good. I wanted to meet MC SHAN, you know what I'm saying? Because
you from coming too.
Because that's who, you know. I'll say this, like, once you throw it out there for those who is for, you know, how you said your kids, but the other ones who like I said, who it just got to, who got raised through, man, right or wrong, who got raised through the music. You know what I'm saying? Who had to see influences, like, man, even if it was from a style, you know what I'm saying? Because before the internet gave everybody the style, you know, I'm the 87, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, television baby, so you seeing it's like, oh man, I want to look like that, or I want to rock like that. And then you looking outside your neighborhood, so it's like, all right, man, these cats looking like, you know, these dudes, and you putting it together when you trying to find out a sense of who you are. So, you know, and you being one of them cats, because I came from that, you know. All got great influences, but all my great influences was the guys who people would call bad guys. You know what I'm saying? Now that's a whole nother level of what I feel like, how the street played a hand part, and even the music is playing, instead of telling them go a certain way, it's like they inviting them into it. But from my time, it was that, hey, even though dude might have been on the corner or doing what he would do, he still was pushing me another way, and let it be known that, hey, if y'all chose another way. So I feel that you represent those come from that. So it's just an honor, and like I said, I know cats out there, they see it, man. Even though he may not have, or he letting certain things, Chris is letting certain things go, your presence still felt out there, man, for people who need it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just being real.
And this is what I talk about the music nowadays. I'm the last one to talk about doing drugs. We all know my history.
Right.
But when I went in the studio and I made a record, it wasn't about go do cocaine, go sniff some coke.
Yeah.
Don't do. My message was don't do drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? While I made Jane Stop This Crazy Thing, who's not to say that I was high in the studio when I did that?
Right, but the
you
message,
know what I'm saying? But the
else.
message was always opposite of, instead of dragging the children down this road, let's take them out and put them, tell them to be doctors and lawyers. And I don't see this in the music nowadays. And being one of the founders, one of the early hip hop cats.
Yeah.
For people to say, oh, you too old to be rhyming. Come on, man, it don't stop.
Yeah.
It don't stop.
I never understood that shit either.
You know what I'm saying? It's all, oh, it's a young man game. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Y'all got y'all thing that y'all doing, and that's why it's fucked up the way it is, because y'all just doing what the fuck y'all want with no guidance. You don't respect nothing. You know what I'm saying? You teaching others not to respect nothing. We want to talk about racism. We are the most racist people in the motherfucking world against our own. Right. If that makes any sense.
Nah, that make a lot of sense. I can see how you can say that. And that's an argument for a lot, because who's more likely to do you in than the motherfucker next to you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it be. We laugh and we joke about it, but that's how pretty much anything is happening internal.
I mean, we live on the same block.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We shooting at each other. We on the same
little
block.
Hole, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And none of it belongs to us.
Right.
None of it belongs to us, but we fighting for this block, we fighting for that block. Now imagine if all of those motherfuckers came together as one, it would be the greatest fucking army in the entire world.
True. But is that something that like we really can attain? Because like, you know, it ain't never been a situation where everybody then got together. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing that get me with that. That's why I say some shit is for who called. Now I'll say just from my personal standpoint, I say it's time for them. It's time for the ones who feel the responsibility. Because a lot of people do that. You know when you need to address some shit and you sit down. You don't hold a person accountable or hold a situation or nothing accountable. A lot of people sit on their hands. I feel it's time for them to step up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know who's in control? The media.
Of course.
That's all the media is putting out is trash. You know, if it got to do with a fight, if it got to do with everybody looking to make their world star moment.
My thing is the chicks that dressing up, the men is dressing up as women and that shit being funny.
Oh, we was gonna get on that.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a whole nother, and you know, a whole nother discussion. And it's funny because this is something that segues into what I want to talk about. They made rapping be like, oh, that's that. Like you wouldn't believe growing up, like, all right, seeing y'all, okay, so seeing your era. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm about to turn 30, so seeing your era and then seeing who followed you, because I'll say what the Tupacs and Naughty and them followed you, because you were before them. So all their era, then you got Nas and them, you know what I'm saying? And so, all right, we looking at Nas and them like, all right, I want to care about what I'm saying. I want to put the time in the craft. Like, that whole element is gone about it, you know what I'm saying? Now, from producer records, I understand sonically, like, well, musically, shit sounds good. But they made it like you saying, like you rapping this shit is $1 trillion business, you know what I'm saying? But they made it seem like, oh, that's just you rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like you would tell like a cat to be grinding, saving his money, go put in studio time, whatever. Or they call it the rap shit. You know what I'm saying? And I always hated that because it somehow lessened like what we doing. And it's like, nah, man, I take this shit seriously.
That goes through history. They always lessen what we doing. That didn't come from us. That came from up above. That came from the powers at top. Like, you ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And how it always works is you let two and few in, and the rest of them is going to hate them because they can't gain what they're getting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what they do. They it's like putting the carrot in front of the horse. You ain't going to be able to get that carrot, but we going to show it to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're going to let him have all the fancy stuff. And some of y'all can't even spell Bugatti. And you're talking about a Bugatti, a car that you may never even possibly own.
Right.
You're too busy out here trying to show you got money. Showing you got money don't mean nothing.
Yeah,
because if you're trying to show you got money, that means you ain't got none because you're too busy spending it on $20,000 Rolexes and things like this.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So that's all we do. We run around trying to show we got money, rocking Gucci belts and all of that. That Gucci belt ain't even real. You know what I'm saying? That Louis Vuitton, purple, pink, and all them on that. Louis Vuitton don't make bags look like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
so we too busy trying to style for each other, and the main message is going by. Because while we over here looking at this over here, the main game is being played somewhere else.
Right. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
And with all of this setting the trend, feminizing our young men, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now it's becoming cool for you to wear dresses and have pocketbooks and stuff like that. Yeah, back in the days we had the little MCM clutch bags, but guess what was in it? You know what I'm saying?
All right. So now this is a different dynamic. You feel like when you get to talk on that, this is what I call like real shit. When you get to talk about real shit, that's what doesn't get out. You know what I'm saying? It always try to trap your shit in a hip hop conversation or whatever, because that's what I feel like needs to be addressed about everything that we talking about now. Because one has to do with the other. It's a whole. They using it. They using the music as a tool. So it all has to be. For, I guess, I don't know what's the...
But look how it is. That was our tool back in the day. Right. The music was our way of getting out the problems in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
They flipped it,
so now it's being used to propagate bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And people going, oh, you just hater. You just a hater, Shan. You always got something to say about... No, I always got something to say because I got a fucking mind of my own.
I was about to say, like, man.
You know what I mean? I got a mind of my own. That's why I always got something to say. I'm not going to look at your little headline and say, well, that's it. No, I'm going to read deeper.
For my listeners, like, that mean, man, stay true to who and what you are. You know what I'm saying? Because I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it from the jump. Like, my younger to tell you, oh, you don't like nobody, you don't like nobody. It's like, nah, I challenge the motherfucker to say something. Because now, honestly and truthfully, I just come from, like I said, I thought, now, me being from the South, I just was, you know, we had to receive hip-hop in a different way. You know, I raised on, especially with spitters, I was raised on Face, you know, Big Mike, you know what I'm saying, Bun and Pimp. My storytellers they were a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? But, like, the real never changed. You know what I'm saying? We looked to y'all. We thought that was the standard. Like, you had to care about something. You couldn't just, like, you ain't even want to tell nobody you rapped and shit. You wanted to make sure you was tight before you even told your mans down. Like, for real. Like, man, I'll never forget when I was all hyped up saying, all right, I'm going to try this shit. And I wrote my first joint, went down to where everybody was at. Man, you want to fight by the end of the day. They're like, man, what the fuck is this going on? So, all right, and then you challenge yourself. Either you're going to step up or you're going to, you know what I'm saying, or you're going to let it go. You're going to play ball or you're going to go to school, what you going to do. But with this, it was a responsibility with this shit because we thought, or I thought at least, like, that's what, you know, that's what school you was coming from. But even if, like, if he was a jack boy, if he was whatever the fuck you did, when it came to the rhymes, like, that's where everybody was like, okay, I thought, well, that's what we thought, you know what I'm saying? And for some reason, like, that part of the game is either lost or people forget it exists. So I say that to say that, nah, it ain't, because you hearing it, one, from a legend that kept it him. It might not be the most glorious road or with all that, but it's the best road because it's a road built on real shit and honesty and truth. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I can tell y'all from those who listen to this. So, you know, we can take a quick break right quick, man, and we'll be back at it. You know, brief intermission for a second.
Got enough space on that thing?
Oh, yeah, man.
I go in the living room and watch, you know what I'm saying? Now, if I got 90 rooms in my house, what good is that?
Right.
I have rooms I wouldn't go in my house for 2 fucking years.
Damn.
So I know better than to have a big, humongous, gigantic house. For what? Well, I'm going to go sleep in each room you know what I'm saying? Every other month. I'm going to sleep over here for a weekend. You know what I'm saying? That's a waste of money. You know what I'm saying? My car, this one got a note. That one's paid for. My bike is paid for. I got 2 motorcycles in that motherfucker.
Right.
My daughter got a bike. You know what I'm saying? It's like niggas want to think I'm just fucked up. I'm not fucked up. I'm chilling like a villain. I just don't want the same things that y'all want anymore.
I was about to say that, like, you think it's like a penalty for being real? It's like, you know, cause just being honest with you, like I said, man, I would hope to, like, have my fucking mind when this shit all said and done. Like, that's what I'm saying is, like, to have at least your peace of, like, the peace of mind. You done did it and done it, you know what I'm saying? And if that's, like you said about, if at the end of this game, it ain't about your kids, about, you know, about what you're doing for somebody else or just your fam. Like, what the fuck, like fake having, like, being on Front Street and fake Front Street. Like, I'm fake rich, or I'm fake this, or I'm fake that. Like, that's what they want the game to be, but nah, man, like,
I wasn't fake rich. I was real, motherfucker.
Right.
I was just, like I said, you can't tell a young nigga what to do with his money.
Exactly.
So I'm speaking from experience. Niggas can say, oh, Shan, you ain't even see. That's them motherfuckers that never knew that I produced in form. I made millions off
I about to say, I had to turn my dude on to it. Like, for those, like, go back and like, most of the dumb young kids, they even did the fucking parody, man, with Jim Carrey and Tommy Davidson on A Living Color. Like, that was a big record. Yeah. That was a big record.
And I had 6 cars in my yard, boats. You know what I'm saying? But you couldn't tell me that buying 6 cars was fucking dumb.
Now, you produced in form.
I produced,
never
wrote
knew that.
All that shit.
That's crazy.
The whole 12 Inches of Snow album.
That's crazy.
Not just that one song, that whole 12 Inches of Snow album.
So you responsible for that shit, Shay. All right.
I found the man.
Yeah, okay.
Well, if he was brought to me.
Okay.
Went and produced that song, and it went platinum out the door.
Out the door. I remember I was a kid.
In the Guinness Book of World Records. Not once, but twice.
Man, MC SHAN produced fucking Informer.
Twice,
That's
my
crazy.
dude. So a nigga can't tell me you don't know what you talking about no money. You ain't never had none.
Shit, do your research, people.
Right, and this is
Listen.
what I say. A man trying to tell me that I'm trying to come up off his career. Nigga, I made more money
The one record.
than your whole career spans, motherfucker, and still getting it. You know what I'm saying? You don't see me out here running to nothing wrong with running to a job. But if I had to do it, I'd do it. But I just sit home. I sit home. I worked in a strip club for 3 years because it was free money. You know what I'm saying? I like money.
Right, of course.
But I'm not going to go put calluses on my hand and make somebody else rich. I'm going to find something that's going to be my own and do what I do and create my own cash flow.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm in the midst of making a U.S. patent.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's things that people don't know about me. I don't just sit here and think hip-hop. I'm tearing apart my car. I know how to do that.
Right,
You know
because
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
just...
I can
Yo.
pull my motorcycle apart. I can do a whole bunch of things. You know what I'm saying? Hip-hop is just one thing that I do.
But it's a life that was lived, man, in the whole, yeah.
Right,
I
and now
definitely
I'm
understand.
on to making a U.S. patent that you're going to love. Know why I know you're going to love
Don't
it?
tell me
Because
about my hair,
you're bald-headed
man.
like
Oh,
a
man.
motherfucker like me. I'm trying to tell you, man, you're going to love this shit.
Hey, I'm leaving this. It's over with, man. This guy was talking to me. I was stressing, yo. That's what happened to
Hey,
mine.
look, you ain't said nothing. That right there is shiny. I don't care
Yeah,
what grow,
right.
where, right here is shiny. It ain't coming back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't coming back.
Man, had a full head of hair. Yo, well, I remember, yeah, you had a full head of hair with the hair. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what happened, man. Life is...
Life just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad bald heads is in now. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Like the shit that Kim, they give me the Floyd shit a lot. That's what I hate, man. That's why like I don't take a lot of pictures.
They
no
give
more.
you out of what?
The Floyd, the Mayweather
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I
God
hate that.
damn it, I ain't even gonna say it.
Damn, and he.
I ain't even gonna
Now, out of
say it.
1,000 consecutive people for 3 years running, the Shan don't be the one that don't say it and I bring it up.
Baby!
Oh man.
Baby!
No,
come to the
time out.
window.
Hold on. Now we stop it.
We're gonna make a consensus right now. Baby!
No.
We're gonna get off that and go back to the regular shit.
Nah, but but being a part of that, that goes into what we're saying. Building my life on being a individual. The thing that's been the most memorable shit is when I went bald from stressing, from real life. When stressing is like, hey, you know who you look like? And it's been on ever since. Like nobody never missed that shit. The day it happened, I was in Lake Charles. I was getting my hair cut, and the dude made me look like X from Cradle to the Grave. And I was like, man, I ain't 30 yet. Like, dude had my line and pushed back. So I go home and I shave my shit. So I'm eating at a bar, and the dude walk up with me with a camera. And like I said, like I'm not no super tough dude or trying to be. I just know how I was raised, and like I'm not coming up to no man. As much as I wanted to interview MC SHAN, I wasn't. Oh, if I saw you out in public, that's MC SHAN. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? So dude came up to me like, man, you know who you look like, and it was crazy. It's been crazy after that. So spend your life trying to be an individual. That goes into this shit. I gotta look like somebody.
They used to tell me I look like Spragga Benz. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, you know what I mean?
Oh,
People,
man.
look, you know what people come up to me and tell me? Yo, you know who you look like? You look like MC SHAN.
That's
Man.
just real.
Yeah.
Real.
I'm telling you, that's what it is. Niggas will run up to me and be like, yo, you know who you look like? And I tell them, I am him. They be like, nah, you ain't MC SHAN. I say, you right. And just keep it moving, because I ain't got time to argue with a nigga.
Damn, yo.
I ain't got time to argue.
Well, that may have been what it was, yo. But that's crazy. I'm for real, like, man, that's it was one of the most aggravating shits. Like my partners put it to the test in the club, because I don't go out in clubs often. But they was like, man, we gonna prove this shit to you. So we go in some random little spot. Dude, when we coming up to the front, my dude just push everybody back. They just push like, come on. Man, them people don't frisk me. They don't do nothing. They let me walk right in. I was just like, this shit crazy, man. I was like, I can see how that could, and that's like on some shit though. If you ain't strong-minded, I can see how like fame will take you, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit'll do something different to somebody. Like, man,
Yeah, it will.
you know what I'm saying? Because
If
imagine,
you don't keep yourself grounded and you think that you above the people that made you who you are, them the same people you gonna meet when you coming down that ladder. And if you burn those bridges while you standing on them, you can't go back.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of motherfuckers that done burnt their bridges. They can't go back to the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't go back to the hood. Now you done had all this money. You done did so-and-so.
Right.
Now you coming back to reality where, yo, that money ain't gonna last all that long. And I don't see a lot of these songs out here becoming classics,
Right.
and playing on the radio 20 years from now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It is what it is right now. You got that money right now. But the way the mind works now, everything is want it now, want it now,
instant
want it now.
gratification.
It's just done. You know what I'm saying?
That was the road about, and honestly and truthfully, like, that goes to, we're going to get into some real shit here. And not that it was y'all responsibility, but we always wanted, like, man, y'all to, like, to, your era to say that. Because when I tell these young dudes, like, first when a dude tell me he rap or want to rap, I'm like, man, do you really want to do this? Because it ain't the same as what you think it is. Like, to say you want to do this for some shit that's not going to come instantly, that's not going to be like, man, I'm telling you, like, from coming up, our people look like you shot Dr. King. Like, if you say you rapped in, like, coming up, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you know as a person that you may have skill, but your man's over here that made, I'm walking up against the tree, you know what I'm saying? And that's the hottest shit ever, you know what I'm saying? But you don't want to hate him, you know what I'm saying? You know, so it just is all about if your foundation, if you don't got no, I always tell it to him, like, man, if nobody don't tell it to you, this shit here is you in it for the long run. This ain't something that it could pop for you tomorrow, but it might not. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that in mind because it's just it's a hard road, man.
So I gotta quote G-Rap on that. G-Rap said, some things don't go above a person's intelligence. Like a 5-year-old would think that London Bridge is falling down is the hottest thing ever.
Yeah, G-Rap, I just saw him say that in the other interview.
Saying?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It made a whole lot of
really
sense
did,
to
yeah.
me. It's like, so the people that are thinking that the tree is the shit, that just fits into their intelligence range and shit. And this is why I say, when I listen to music, I can't listen to some of it because I can't get nothing out of it. My intellect is way above that. I get nothing out of it. That right there is like a waste of time to me.
Right.
To even try and comprehend something that I'm way beyond. You know what I'm saying? I'm studying physics and you're fucking around with bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put physics equations together. E = mc squared times the root of so and so and so and so. Trying to get to the moon, and you sitting here talking about, can you help me fix my tire? Sorry, I can't help you. Go to the tire man. He could do that. That's what he do for a living, my man.
Man. Like, and that's what it's about, man. I shit bigger than hip-hop is the outlet, it's the culture we represent, but it's all going into the life. And I'm just happy that I never, not trying to have no expectations, but to hear life and game, you know what I'm saying, and real shit come from, a hip-hop legend. That's why I always tell them, like, if your heart rooted in this shit, and if you love anything what you call real, just keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing, because a lot of real niggas, a lot of cats feel like ain't no payment for that. And it ain't nothing that's gonna be something where somebody might pat you on the back, but we do it because it's in spite. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you did the things that you did because it's the man you are, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I say to my audience, and I always tell people who, you know what I'm saying, holler at me, because what I found in this realm of being labeled with the shit, a blogger or this, that, and the third. Now, I stand up and say journalism because I was blessed to go to school and put some credit to that shit. You know what I'm saying? So not to put a level of prestige to it, but just to say I fucking work for it. You know what I'm saying? As much as I'm a student of hip hop, love that. I was blessed to survive due to some other people, uplifting and pushing me through. So, but any cat with a camera, anybody with a voice recorder, pick up some shit. That's my battle. I fight. Not necessarily I fight, but it's the responsibility of information. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't choose to do that. Like, my whole thing is I ain't going on gospel. I want to sit down and tie, like I said, and tie some real shit to this. So when I'm sitting down, saying, to be talking about, all right, well, to ask you some shit that people 20 years ago that asked you, what did you think about when you made the bridge? That wasn't my, I knew that wasn't my angle, but it was to, if all I had to do was sit here and get game from it, I and the people who listening more should be better for it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's going what road.
Responsible journalism.
I don't know, you know.
Because I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these journalists out here are not responsible. They propagating bullcrap. You know what I'm saying? They took a 2-minute piece out of an hour-long interview that I had about my album. And y'all want to take a 2-minute piece and make that top headline news. You can Google right now, MC Shan disses Jay-Z's OJ the Juice. I never dissed that man's song. I didn't run out and go buy it either.
But that's the same,
I'm saying?
Man, that's the same shit, and that's a part of the same wave about how half the people didn't even listen to the record, but by noon, all the damn Instagram posts was about it. So it's all the same type of thing.
No, here's how my thing went. Why am I gonna go run and go worry about what Jay's doing when I dropped the album the same week he did?
Right.
Did he run and go get a Shan joint?
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? He's busy doing what he does. But you asking me about Jay-Z, so I'm going to answer it sarcastically the way the Shan does.
Right, the way you came
know
up on me. I'm going to ask a stupid question.
I'm going to answer you the way, and motherfucking, and when we talk about putting money to the ear, I say, motherfucking, why don't you tell niggas to pull up their pants?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's bigger.
Right.
That's bigger. Motherfuckers don't know what that come from. That come from some jail shit saying that you somebody bitch or you available.
Yeah.
You know? But now everybody running around with their drawers hanging out. They disrespecting your mama. They disrespecting your sister. They disrespecting your girl. They disrespecting their own mama and sister running around with their ass hanging out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That shit right there is disrespectful. You know what I mean?
Right.
I always got a belt on. I pull my belt out. That's what they was made for. You know what I'm saying? You see them walking around. Lots of times you look like you got shit in your pants, my man. Look like you shit on yourself. Get a belt, pull your shit up. Now I'm going to get flack from this interview. Watch.
Oh, nah.
They going to pull a clip. No, somebody going to pull a clip out of this shit.
I wish they fucking would. Y'all know already, man, listening to me. Like, I say more wild out shit. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and I only say it's wild out because I say what they don't. Like, I'm not going... My pops told me, like, man, never leave a room without saying what's on your heart. If I'm thinking like on the ride home, like, man,
I know it. Watch this. This is how I equate my life.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to sleep and roll over wanting to know I wanted to tell you, fuck you. I'm not gonna go home thinking, oh damn, I should have told that nigga, fuck him. You know, you walking off all happy, you don't know what was on my mind.
Right.
So regardless to how you perceive what I'm about to say, I'm gonna say it to you.
Exactly.
Fuck you and the fucking horse you rode in on. And I'm gonna go home and go to sleep. Now, is that the same thing?
Pretty much, in so many words.
Saying?
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? So, and the most shocking thing is the same people that don't like a status or act like they didn't view some shit, same people on my personal messages. You know what I'm saying? Same bras. Like, and I don't out nobody, and it's like, man, I agree. Everything you just said or just posted, but I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like it or this. And I'll be like, man, like, I don't know how to look at them. Because it's just like, man, what the fuck? Like, I wouldn't trip about it. Like, that ain't a word that's in my head. If you agree with this shit, you agree with it. You know what I'm saying? You don't.
It ain't gonna make me lose.
Yeah, it ain't gonna make me no difference. So why slide in? You know what I'm saying? Do I even take that as a compliment? Because you ain't trying to be outed and giving me praise. So it's like, I don't even want your praise. Fuck, this is something I'm really going through. All my perceptions on the world. If you agree with it, cool, you know. But that's just that. So, like I said, ain't nothing you can say. If they take this, they gonna have to, hey, they got somebody that's...
But look, here's how it work, right? I stopped looking at the comments on, I look at the comments, but I used to get in arguments with those saying negative.
Can't win that shit.
And I'm like, what am I doing that for? I get more love than I get hate.
You really do.
You know what I'm saying? So, I can't even see people that be talking crap, you know what I'm saying? Because that's all they want. They're anonymous. They don't have pictures. They don't have profiles. They got 2 posts on their joint. Right. And they use that account just to talk shit to see if they can rile you up.
Some of them people, I just be feeling like they ain't even real people. That be the machine behind it. That be somebody, man. Like, that be a whole other thing. Because how do you get on that? You don't have no interactions and nothing but just to put negative. It's just, there's so much I got behind that. But it was funny that that's actually true. Because if you go into your... y'all peep out, man, on YouTube, the KRS one MC Shan Sprite battle, like with Capri, Red Alert, and who that was in your corner, you know what I'm saying?
Magic.
Mr. Magic, you know what I'm saying?
Creator of all
yes, sir, Mr. Magic Rap Attack. Y'all know, youngest, please do your history. in that particular joint, like if you look at the comments, like, cause I read the comments and the shit's actually funny. Like on the right video, the comments will have you rolling. The video you don't be worried about that content, but you could just watch. You could just read the comments and be busting out laughing. But it was like Shan won. They don't even know though. Like, and so for them to even say that, and it's not like LOL in it. A lot of the large amount of the kids, they get introduced to stuff like that. So a large amount of kids who watch that don't know about actually y'all, the whole Juice Crew, you know what I'm saying, the whole like Bridge Walls, they don't know about none of that. They really seeing y'all from that commercial. And that's the eye test.
Only time that me and him ever came face to face on we did shows together.
Yeah, like a mic shit like
all that. And during the shows, it would never be no conflict. It would never be no, you know what I'm saying? But then we do the Sprite commercial. But then, you know what I'm saying, whenever, it's like being like, when you're around a person and they smile in your face and they pat you on the back
and
like we friends.
Yeah.
And then when they not around you, they say some kind of shit. I'm not that kind of motherfucker.
Right.
I'm gonna say the same shit I'm saying about a nigga in his face.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? That right there is some fake fall fuck nigga shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you in my face, nigga, you don't say none of that bullshit. Don't say, this nigga ain't hood, nigga. You know.
Word.
I ain't never been scared.
Legitimate, like I said, man, you could, man, real. The most overstated thing is, real recognize real, but it is. Because like I said, as a kid, man, I just know from my perspective, watch it, man, you was fresh. You was the cats I could see outside, whether that's good or bad, but how I come up, I could see MC Shan outside my window, you know what I'm saying, or outside, like, or for my people who know me, my uncles who was coming up doing their thing, like, who really made it happen, like, who started with nothing and was having shit. Like, yeah, you look like the guy from the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Cats who used to, come by. Hey, like, cause I come from the day, I'm the last of catching that, last of where, all right, everybody come to the hood and pass out twins. Like, I was one of them kids, we shooting ball, all the B-boys come out and show love. We was the last of that. And I could see it, like, you know what I'm saying? Even with the Sprite commercial, like, man, he was fresh, you know what I'm saying? So it just, like I said, like we creatures of cognition, so we go by what we see. But you can see real, man. You can see you can see it from the gate.
Facebook and all that fucked it up now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because just about everybody be faking.
Yeah, but that shit, they had a plan with that, man. Just from a, I got a big thing with that I'm actually, I speak a lot about, because Facebook, this shit started with this college shit. Man, my freshman year, like, I remember, like, we thought it was a new way, like, man, like, we was telling all our partners at home, this was a new way to hit chicks, like, real shit. It was like, man, we can shoot these chicks like a personal message, ain't nobody gonna see it, everybody shooting their stick. Niggas is hollering, that's what we think Facebook for. But gradually, over time, it became from, all right, you had to be a part of the collegiate network. And it became, all right, you go high school. And then it became, all right, you can be from Queens, you can be from New Orleans, it's these networks. Now, it's your auntie, it's your mama, it's your cousin. It's family members I ain't fucking spoke to in years who find me on Facebook, and now I gotta, you ain't spoke to me in real life, but I gotta add you on here because you done made it awkward now. But they knew that shit was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? They knew it.
Right, but it's just a way for people to just
we fall into it.
And now they're using it to connect you, to connect this, connect that. So
yes, sir.
When I look on there and they say, do you know so-and-so? Do you know? Nope. Nope. They connecting people with people and all kind of stuff.
So how you gonna beat the Rico case?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so you're connected with this dude. So let me go follow your timeline down a little more, see who else you connected with.
Yeah.
I don't even accept friendship things on there no more. If you're gonna like the page, like the page. It ain't blocked. You can look at it all day. Send me a friend request. I can show you my joint. My shit say if you got more than 1,000 friend requests right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't do all that shit.
Hey, because I was like, man, he got an Instagram. I'm like, all right, appreciate it.
Instagram, I don't do it on Instagram or nothing, but I don't block it. My shit ain't private.
Right.
Fine. When people comment, I comment back.
Right.
Depending on what the fuck you talking about. Now, if you talking some bullshit,
of course,
I don't even want that negativity flowing around, so I'm gonna block you straight out. I don't even want to read that negative bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not that it's gonna make me feel some kind of way, but you're just not the type of motherfucker that I want in my circle.
Right. What's the point of hearing from you?
You know what I mean? And it's like a lot of cats now I'm seeing when I put up my video, oh, that shit is bullshit. Nigga, who you fooling? Who you fooling? You telling me the motherfucking Lil Yachty shit sound better than mine, nigga? Who do you fooling? You know what I'm saying? Or Uzi Vert?
Right.
what age are you, motherfucker? I can understand you if you that young. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not into them motherfuckers.
Right, because the young like what they like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's their hip-hop.
Yeah.
But what I would like to see a little bit more is some of them talking some real shit.
Well, now I'm on their head, like, as far as somebody got this, like you said, talking some real shit. The music got to be based on, all right, if it's 17 tracks of party, if it's 17 tracks of we on Molly or we on, like, somebody lying in this, because ain't nothing just all one way. I even tell it to my partners in the hood. Like, I even get on my trap niggas and all that, like, hey, partner, nigga, we laughed yesterday. We hit some hoes or we had a good day. Niggas was chilling with their kids. You wasn't shoot 'em up, bang, bang, 24/7. It ain't nothing one way, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta add something else. So and that typically followed by, like, I get them to go talk about women or something else that we like, because there ain't nothing one way. So when Cats is on it, I'm on the like whatever you own, that wave, that drug kick or whatever you own, like, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't one way, partner. You gotta have something else. Something gotta be real.
And that's what you hear in my album. I didn't go make my album to be a preacher.
Yeah.
I made my album to entertain. If motherfuckers want to be educated, go read a book. You know what I'm saying? Although I'm going to give you some messages in my shit, if you can pick up on it, if you're intellectually, intelligent enough to find the message in what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then you're going to get them shits where I'm just spitting, saying some bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to get some shit where I'm telling you about the people in my hood. But you're going to know these same faces. That nigga there in the wheelchair, well, that started as a car chase. He fucked up on some ounces and they lit him up like Scarface. He fresh home from a bid and shorty, she on house arrest. Her little sister's almost 10. She don't know her alphabet. See him? Well, he gave her the keys to his rest. And miraculously, somehow, he caught 3 to the chest. I closed my eyes and I clicked my heels, wishing I was richer. My neighbor crying late at night, tears falling down toward a picture. You got to stay on your feet to eat or else these streets will get you. That's my way of preaching. But I'm saying it in a slick type of rhyme. But this is shit that you can see every day. I'm not preaching you, tell you this, that, and third. But I'm just letting you see some shit.
Right.
That like, yo, let me take you through my hood. Y'all probably know these same faces. Because in every hood, it's a nigga like that.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? That's what we say. Something got to be rooted in real. And not rooted that it got to be street, but just your truth. You know what I'm saying? Something that's going to last beyond the dumb shit that's out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say somebody got to challenge them to their responsibility. I ain't going to put it all on Yachty head or Uzi head or anybody who's doing that, but I'm going to say...
I'm not putting it on none of these rappers' heads.
Yeah.
For the simple fact, it starts at home.
Course.
And if you're gonna let a rapper raise your child, you deserve every motherfucking misfortune that you got.
Facts.
And what I say is, I'm not your kid's role model.
Exactly.
I'm an entertainer. I'm not your kid's role model. That's your motherfucking responsibility to raise your child.
Exactly.
And show him right from wrong. So if he heard a Shan record that was talking some bullshit, no Shan is talking some bullshit and go the other way.
Right.
I'm not your kid's role model. Neither is Yachty, neither is Uzi, neither is none of these little motherfuckers out here on these records. So if you letting these rappers, and I'm calling them rappers, if you letting these rappers raise your children and instilling their morals into your child, you's a fuck parent. Period. Point blank. There's no other way to put it. If you letting your kid get all of this learning on, I let my daughter rock YouTube. She's 7 years old. Rock the hell out of YouTube. But I'm not letting that be her only means of entertainment or not teaching her nothing. Her mama teaches her more than I do, because I'm just not. I teach her fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. I teach her real shit that she shouldn't even be hearing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got a 21-year-old daughter. When she was young just like that, I used to let her just sit around when me and my niggas is talking.
Right.
You know, just be in the background and hear what these niggas say about how they want to hit girls and just be another notch in the belt.
Right.
So I exposed her to a shit that she wasn't supposed to be. You know how parents are. Oh, no, not my child. And keep them, keep them blinded from shit. And then when they finally get exposed to it, they go fucking nuts.
Yeah, overindulged.
Because they don't know what the fuck. Oh.
Yeah.
And this is what I do to my 7-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I let her see things. I talk around her. I don't hold no punches or none of that. Her mama is more the educator. She's the one that puts her in the right path. Schoolwork, this, that, and that, because I got, listen, get on the computer and do the homework.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But her mama is the one that really fucking drills that education shit and making sure that she learning Spanish and all of that fucking German shit, because I don't know none of that.
Right. But that's the part about, you know, what the union and the deference. It's fuck. It ain't about being the rightest, but it's like, okay, if I ain't got it, I know she got it over here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about, man. Completing the equation, man. And I'll say this to before we wrap it up, just to get into this shit bigger than hip hop. But how you comfortable with your place in this hip hop thing? Like how you in this history of it and this whole shit? How you are you comfortable with it, or you know what I'm saying? Fuck with anybody else.
If I was comfortable with it, I wouldn't have made another album. I'm not gonna be comfortable. I like to keep on adding to my legacy. I'm not. If I make money on it, I'm making money on it. That's fine. I can continue to feed my children.
Right.
But I didn't do it to make any kind of statement. I did it because I can. And this is what I want to do. No blog, site, hip-hop, DX, none of these things that are not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they wrong or whatever they doing, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, come on, man. I've been doing this shit for how many years now?
Right.
And y'all would just take something and just go and side with that motherfucker because I express my opinion. Like y'all got the market cornered on having an opinion. Y'all can say all the fuck shit y'all want about motherfuckers, but let somebody like me say something. Now y'all want to hold me to a fucking higher standard. Well, I'm glad y'all hold me to a higher motherfucking standard and you still paying attention to what the fuck Shan got to say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That says something about me to me and says something about you. And damn, I still hold fucking weight around this motherfucker. Yeah. And if y'all niggas think by y'all not fucking with me, that y'all gonna fucking deter me from what the fuck I'm doing, you got to be out your mind. Nigga, you ain't strong enough, motherfucker.
Right.
You is not strong enough to hold me from what the fuck I'm gonna do. Money, no money, none of that shit. Me standing here naked, I got more motherfucking integrity than a nigga that got $1 million. So all of that shit there, y'all niggas ain't never gonna make me feel less than the fuck I know I am.
That means something, man. You can't, some shit ain't it's worth more than weight and gold, and that's one of them things, man, respect. Because you can't do shit without it. You know what I'm saying? For those of us who think about it. And like you just said, integrity, man. You know, to have, man got character. You know what I'm saying? And certain things, especially from hip-hop, used to be built on that. You know, so I'll say this. I used to say, I had a quote I used to end up wrap a lot of my interviews up with. And it was like, you know, Muhammad Ali is to boxing as Shan is to what?
Home life. Nah. Muhammad Ali is to boxing and Shan is to motherfucking hip-hop.
Exactly.
One of the greatest, you know what I'm saying, and still getting to it. And it shows in my new album, Bars Over Bullshit, that I'm still able to maintain and hold down 48 bars without a guest appearance on 22 goddamn tracks.
What you say is the hardest joint for people to go listen to? If you had to get the first joint, they're going to check out the whole album. Make sure y'all check out the whole album. And we're going to drop the links and all that. So before this footage, you're going to look right under there. You're going to see all the links where to find Shan, you know what I'm saying, where to access the album. But what you think is the hardest, or what you say is the joint that people need to hear the most?
Fake Thugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the title says a lot. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of my joints got hooks. It ain't no, I ran up the street. Still running, ran up. No, I got hooks on there to actually make you think, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
but Fake Thugs is just, that's a message that I want to get out. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of fake shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Either you're going to be real or you're going to be fake. You know who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, shit, man, you got any shout-outs, big dog, you know?
I got to give a shout-out to you.
Most
The
definitely.
publications that mess with you.
Most
The
definitely.
radio stations that mess with you. All the folks that fuck with me, and you know what I'm saying, everybody that don't wish us bad and that wish us harm.
Most definitely.
You love us, we love you double, you know what I mean?
It's your man S.Gift, you know, signing out. advanced everything, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my baby boys. We love y'all. You know what I'm saying? And pay attention. We coming back stronger than ever. We here. This is the real, and it's the only way you gonna get it. Too Advanced TV, man. MC Shan, the GOAT. We out.